Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Saturday, February 4th, 2023. And I hope you guys made it this week through all the nastiness that's been around there, including, according to Georgia here, General Lee saw his shadow, so he went, it was 6 more weeks of winter. I don't know if over there in Punxsutawney, uh, Pennsylvania, our good groundhog Phil, did he see his shadow over there? Well, but today's comment is on you, Americans. Here you got the Democrats griping about Representative Omar. Well, the Republicans has got Major Marjorie Taylor Greene, don't they? They seem to be both on the same page. Stupidity, and they don't deserve to be there. Either one of them deserve to be elected to Congress, especially representatives. You guys who elected Marjorie Taylor Greene in Georgia should have your head examined, and you guys in Minnesota should do the same. Because it's not that you are African American or that you are Muslim or that you come from another country like Somalia, as Miss Omar came from. And it's not that you're white-blooded American all the way to the right, as in Marjorie Taylor Greene. Really? No. You Americans who live in those districts, Marjorie Taylor Greene's, Mrs. Omar's, and don't forget OAC's over there in Brooklyn. Yoo-hoo, AOC, yoo-hoo. Yeah, don't forget about her. Or Mr. California over there, McCarthy. Yeah. You guys have voted for him, and he's now speaker. Oh, boy. A congressman is supposed to be about his district. And he's supposed to be talking to other districts in place and then to his senators of the state, because you are representing a minority portion of the guy who's running in the Senate who represents your state, as in Minnesota, California, or Georgia. But in Georgia, you got two crazy guys. You got Mr. Warnock and you got Mr. Ossoff. And don't forget, Mr. Perdue used to be too there. So when you had Republicans there, I mean, you have to look at what you got. You got Mr. Kemp, who's trying to get around and try to run Georgia the best he can, but you can't run Georgia. But he doesn't want to be Mr. DeSantis over here in Florida. But look at all the senators you got. Rubio, Mr. Scott's a little better, but he doesn't want to put his pants down and said, I represent the state of Florida here. Yeah. And look at all these representatives we got here. Oh, boy, in Florida. Michigan, Georgia, yeah, you see what I mean? You have a guy that's a caretaker, part-time guy there. And that's what AOC, Taylor Greene, and Omar don't realize. You are part-timers. And they get money out of state to get them elected here. Don't you want people that get to your districts and say, I represent you? And some of the views that we have here are on the right side, some are on the left side, and some are in the center. I can't be 100% of this or 100% of that. No. I have to represent you and your views on issues. And you may have a left-wing issue on this issue, a right-wing issue on this other issue, and be right center on the ground on the third one. See what I mean? Heck, look at Israel over there. They got Mr. Netanyahu back because all he wanted to be was prime minister at any cost. And look at the cost he's getting. Extremist, rightist. It's like having people running under the Trump banner because they want to be elected Republican at any cost, and I want to be extremist rightist. Or the people being leftists under the Biden banner. Oh, well, we got to run this way, and now you're not doing anything about this. Oh, boy. Yeah. Or like you guys, one of the two countries in the world that put a debt ceiling out there for your debt. And now you got $31 trillion in debt. And most of that is to the Chinese Sea, who are now putting a balloon in place in Montana. Is that what the balloon is up there? You see how stupid this thing sounds when you talk about it. What does the Chinese have to spy for? They got you guys by the cojones. $31 trillion, Americans. Yoo-hoo! And you're saying, like they keep on telling me here, hey, I don't want you to speak Spanish because that's an insult to be here in America. Well, when you guys go to Panama and there's a lot of expats up there, don't you speak English? That should be an insult to me. You see how stupidity runs? And like I told the one guy who told me this, well, I don't care if I'm speaking Spanish. You got to worry about learning Chinese because that's where you're going. The United States is going to be soon defunct. And who do you have to blame? Nobody but yourselves. It's like that old song, Put It on the Ritz, where the people say, hey, yo, but it ain't anybody's business but the Turks. Whether it's Constantinople, Byzantium, or Istanbul, it's nobody's business but the Turks. Yeah, and they got that right. And you guys missed this about the United States. It's nobody's business but yours. But then again, look, you brought people like me in here, and I'm an illegal alien from another planet. They don't listen to me either, whether I'm an illegal alien from Panama or an illegal alien from another planet. As it turns out, I'm a registered I-551 permanent resident here with all the rights that you guys assert to permanent residents. Yo-ho! That means the right to speak Spanish. Okay? And I can speak my home language. But then again, I'm an illegal alien. I don't have an I-51 for my home planet. So, hey, gotta get one of those, huh? Do you offer one of those, by the way? Yeah. This is your favorite alien saying, see how stupid you Americans are? So please, when you go vote again in 2024 for your Congress and your president, sit down and say, what the hell do I want? Good day.